for 20 years, celebrated this year from 1978 to 1998, 20 years. I remember when they were just kids coming out of the mountains. They sang songs like There's a Miracle in Me. How many remember that song, huh? I love it. I love it. Another great song, I Am a Christian. Another powerful song that they've been singing. A great song that was different, made top of the charts, Jesus Rocking Chair. I like that. And What Would Jesus Do? Just simply fantastic songs. They originally started with just two brothers and their sister and their dad playing the piano. One of them's a preacher, the other one's an undertaker, but they sing full time. One gets them ready to go and the other one helps them on their way. Would you make them welcome? How about it from North Carolina, the Greenes out of the mountains of North Carolina, and here they are.
Hello, how happy I will be when life's journey here's a run, and I look upon his face and I hear him say, well done. You have fought a faithful fight, and my child, you've kept the faith. Well, enter now, my joys are yours, so just step inside the gate, inside the gate, inside the gate of home, sweet home. No more to cry, no more to die. Your sorrows past, a mention here forevermore. Yes, all of this I hear him say when I step inside the gate.
Well, my uncle's gone rather dear, and I look for Daddy too. Sisters, brothers will be there, having joys within my share. And I'll hear little David play me some Jesus song that day, having joys for me always when I step inside the gate, inside the gate of home, sweet home. No more to cry, no more to die. You want
Your sins are past, your sorrows past, a mention here forevermore. Yes, all of this I hear him say when I step inside the gate.
Well, there'll be no gamblers
Inside the gate, there'll be no sickness. Inside the gate,
No pain and no suffering.
inside the gate, I'm glad that there'll be no dying. Inside the gate,
inside the gate, inside the gate of home, sweet home. No more to cry, no more to die. You want
your sins are past,
your sorrows past, salvation here forevermore. Yes, all of this I hear him say when I step inside the inside the gate of home, sweet home. No more to cry, no more to die. You want
your sins are past, your sorrows past, salvation here forevermore. Yes, all of this I hear him say when I step inside the gate. Step inside the
Thank you.
Thank you. It was last year that Tim's little girl Brittany come to him and said, Daddy, I want you to record a song for me. It's called Butterfly Kisses. It won the 1998 Dove Award Song for the Year. My brother, Reverend Tim Greene. You glad to see
Two
him?
things I know for sure. She was sent here from heaven, and she's Daddy's little girl. As I fall to my knees by her bed at night, she talks to Jesus, and I close my eyes, and I thank God for all the joy in my life. But most of all, for after bedtime prayer, sticking little white flowers all up in her hair. Walk beside the pony, Daddy, it's my first ride. I know the cake looks funny, Daddy, but Daddy, I tried. Out of all that I've done wrong, I must have done something right to deserve hugs every morning and butterfly kisses at night. Ooh. This is my little girl, Brittany. How many daddies do we have here tonight? Let me see your hand. Sweet 16 today, and thank the Lord she's looking like her mama.
Praise
a little more every day. One part woman, the other part girl. To perfume and makeup, from her ribbons and curls, she's trying her wings out in a great big world. But I'll always remember butterfly kisses after bedtime prayer, sticking little white flowers all up in her hair. You know how much I love you, Daddy, but if you don't mind, I'm only gonna kiss you on the cheek this time. Out of all that I've done wrong, I must have done something right to deserve hugs every morning and butterfly kisses at night. Tony Taranda, y'all help me. All the precious time, like the wind, the years roll by. Precious butterfly, just spread your wings and fly. She'll change her name today. Well, she's gonna make a promise, and I'll give her away. Standing in the bright room, just staring at her. She'll ask me what I'm thinking, and I'll say I'm not sure. I just feel like I'm losing my baby girl. If I know Brittany, she'll lean over and give me butterfly kisses with her mama there, sticking little white flowers all up in her hair. Walk me down the aisle, Daddy, it's just about time. Does my wedding gown look pretty, Daddy? Daddy, don't you cry. Out of all that I've done wrong, I must have done something right. For hugs every morning and butterfly kisses, I couldn't ask God for more. Man, this is what love is. I know I gotta let her go, but I'll always remember butterfly kisses every night. Ooh. She's Daddy's little girl. Not long ago, after our bedtime prayer, she looked at me and she said, Daddy, when I grow up, I just want to marry you. And it made me feel about this song. I love you, Britt.
My brother, Tim Greene, Butterfly Kisses. Well, I appreciate Tim. You glad to see, first time ever, Taranda Kaiser and the National Quartet Convention make Taranda welcome tonight. Folks, I believe that God will take our tests and turn it into testimonies that'll glorify Him. Listen now.
My troubles had me praying, repenting of my straying, talking to the Savior like I hadn't for a while. Now my troubles, they're all gone, and the victory lingers on, and now I'm thanking Jesus for my trial.
And God will turn your test into a testimony, teach you that your trials may be blessings in disguise, and your valleys will be filling with the fragrance of the lily. Belong now to you. You're gonna testify.
While Israel by the Red Sea, behind them Pharaoh's army, they're looking across the water and said, hey, there's just no way. But God spoke with such a flow over 1,000 years ago, and the song still makes me want to shout today.
God will turn your test into a testimony to teach you that your trials may be blessings in disguise, and your valleys will be filling with the fragrance of the lily. Hang on now till you can testify. Sing it to me.
I'm standing on the rock of ages, safe from all the storms and rages.
Hang on now till you can testify. Testimony, never give up. True that your trials may be blessings in disguise, and your valleys will be filling with the fragrance of the lily. Get along now till you can testify. God's gonna turn your test into a testimony to teach you that your trials may be blessings in disguise, and your valleys will be filling with the fragrance of the lily. Get along now till you can testify. Get along now till you can testify.
Yes, he will. Has God answered a prayer for anybody in Louisville, Kentucky? Let me see your hands. Praise God.
Okay, Tony, you're through.
Through.
I want to recognize Tony Greene tonight. Not many of you know this, but this young man, almost 30 years old, I think, has been in gospel music over 20 years. Tony's known more as more than a singer. He's a promoter. He came to me once and said, do you think I could promote a gospel singing in Union Grove, North Carolina? I said, I don't know. You need to ask Charlie Burt. Charlie tried it for about 10 years and it didn't work. So Tony went on and asked Charlie, and Charlie said, he put him out a big poster. And he said, the largest fireworks display in North Carolina with gospel music. He had people lined up the Interstate 77 on both ways. The highway patrolman came in and made him let them in free. He didn't like that. But here, Tony, to you tonight, this honor to present Tony Greene in recognition of his 20 years of dedication and service to Southern gospel music as a singer, promoter, and broadcaster. Your efforts are a blessing to many, and you are greatly appreciated by the Southern gospel music community. Congratulations. God bless you.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Maurice. I appreciate it. And to all the Singing News and Southern Gospel Music family, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And I thank the Lord for 20 years that God has allowed me and my brother Tim and some fine young ladies to sing with us for 20 years. We've not been able to do it unless it's been people like you all that have come by when we have been sometimes so down and out we didn't know if we could go on, that you'd just hug our neck and tell us how much that you loved us and appreciated us. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. As I was coming up the road from North Carolina, I heard on the radio that there was a man that said that all the conservative Christians in America, that they were going to have to one day get down on their knees and apologize to America because of the way they pointed their finger at different people lately in Washington. Today, I heard on television that Marilyn Manson, he is the #1 God hater in America. He went so far last year in New York City as to a crowd of 20,000 young people. He went so far as to hang a monkey upside down on a cross and mock the very name of God. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight all I can say is God have mercy on Marilyn Manson. He sold 280,000 records today, the biggest, most records ever sent out in one day. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to pray for a lot of people. And I appreciate John Hagee. I've seen John Hagee down here. Thank you every Sunday for preaching what's right and not ashamed of it. And I love you. This year, the Greenes are celebrating our 20th year anniversary, and I'd like to thank Amy Lambert, Kim Greene Hopper, Melina Parks, and Saranda Kaiser for helping Tim and I. How many's glad you're a Christian tonight? Stephen stood with hands tied as rocks pierced his flesh. Why, he died for proclaiming Jesus. Y'all know the story. Stephen stood the test. Then there's Matthew and there's Peter. They were martyred for sharing Christ. For years and years the enemy has tried to defeat us. Oh, but he'll never hurt the bride. I am a Christian. I am God's soldier. I'm fighting in an army that never will fail. I am a Christian, a Bible believer. You may criticize and laugh and cry and tell me I'm dead wrong. I am a Christian and God's army. We are still going strong.
They've tried to tear the walls of this church down. All the faithful men and women will be built on higher ground. And today you're not popular if you try to live the life.
That's right.
Well, you can have your popularity.
Sure you can.
Please just give me Christ.
I am a Christian. I am God's soul.
Count me in for prayer in school.
And I'll stand up and say I'm against aborting little kids.
Just put me in on God's side. So much.
How about it for the Greenes? Ladies and gentlemen, do you agree with these young folks? The Greenes from North Carolina. Oh, my goodness, the Greenes from North Carolina. Isn't that fantastic? I love to see young folks like, hey, Tony.
You love to see young folks, and you're young folks, Jerry.
Oh, bless your heart.
I just want to thank each and every one of you. Thanks again to the Singing Youth. And we're going to be leaving tonight after it's over, and we're not going to be back tomorrow night. So if we want to see you before you leave. And I told you my bus is sick. I owe $22,000 for an engine, transmission, drivetrain, you name it. So we're turning videos into all that. Tonight, before you leave, we're going to let you have our 4 #1 selling videos before you leave tonight. Normally they're $20 each, but you can have all 4 for $40, or you can have 3 for $30 while they last back at our table, Jerry. And I'm just going to turn this in to a bus and an engine, so I want people to come by, and when they buy them, say, I want to help Tony with this bus. Can I have this? Can I have it? For $40. No, I'm just... But also, I just want, I want to share with you while they're getting ready back here that Claude Hopper said that if you had any money, you was going to buy their records, not to buy them this week, to come buy my special, and he'd certainly understand. And Claude Hopper said that. So you come by our booth, and we'll give you 4 for $40 with all the songs you sung tonight.
If he comes up $40 short for paying for that engine and all that, I'll give him the $40 I just threw away. But I'll take them home with you. All right. Well, what a wonderful time we're having, and the Greenes certainly are just absolutely super, and we love them and appreciate what they stand for so very, very, very